On behalf of the Department of Psychological and Brain Sciences, it is my pleasure to present you the Richard C. Atkins Lifetime Achievement Award. As a pioneer in pediatric medicine and an innovative researcher on early childhood development and language, for over 50 years you have exemplified the ideals we recognize in our most distinguished alumni with this award through your deep commitment to enhancing the lives of many through service, research, and teaching. The department thanks you for the work you have done for the children of Colorado and the numerous research contributions you have made to the field of childhood development in general. We are proud to call you one of our own.
Oh, this is magnificent. It's truly an honor to be remembered, but I think I'm most appreciative of the support I've received throughout my life, from not only the time when I was in Indiana, but subsequently. I graduated from this little small college, Mississippi State College for Women.
And how old were you?
17. And they'd just gotten ahead of psychology, and I was one of the first majors. Indiana's graduate school offered scholarships, for which I applied and got a full year's scholarship, and then I got to decide what department I wanted to be in, and I chose psychology. When I went to Indiana, I was supported by both experimental and clinical faculty. It was a time when really changes were being made in clinical psychology, and IU's resolution was to require everything that they required of experimental psychologists and just did clinical on top of it. The clinical faculty, that goes on, but Mary Collier and Kuno Beller and Del Beyer and Alex Buckwall and Irv Saltzman in support. Not that I had instruction from him, but he was always a support. In fact, I used to babysit for him. And above all, John Conger and Herb Gaskell. And one of the things I don't think has been talked about very much was an innovation in 1950 where they inaugurated a clinical internship requirement for clinical students for the Ph.D. And they inaugurated it with an agreement to send 2 students and a faculty member to the medical school in Indianapolis. And I was one of the first 2 students. And it was such a time of innovation. They had just split the Department of Neuropsychiatry into neurology and psychiatry, and they had a new chair of psychiatry, Herb Gaskell. And John Conger's office was in the EEG record room, and my workstation was in the former bathroom of the neurology department. But we managed. Memory's a tricky thing. You forget a lot of things, but I was constantly reminded throughout my career of the teaching and understanding that I received from Bloomington. Throughout my life, I have retained the thorough instruction from Clete Burke and Jacob Cantor and Bill Estes and Bill Verplank and Dinsmore. What they taught was a way to design experiments so they could be analyzed. And it was all new. The way of thinking about behavior was so fascinating. And the introduction to statistics and and research design was just so wonderful. It was revealing. Never left me.
Well, we're very, very honored to call you an alumna, and I hope you have a bookshelf in your room to find a home for the brain.
Well, this is fabulous.
Well, thank you, Bonnie.
I'm very flattered.